What's good, everyone? I'm going to be making an Excalibur sword stuck in a rock sculpture. Also, this will be the first time I'll be making a sculpture piece like this, so I hope it all goes well. And with that, let's get started. This is the pine material that I'm using to make the piece. First, I measured out the rock area. Next, I measure from the blade to the pommel. Now I'm chiseling a flat spot on the back side of the material. Now I'm measuring out the thickness of the pommel with slightly heavy measurements. I'm happy with my measurements, so let's go cut the extra material off. After cutting the material, I refilled in the lines off camera. And now I'm carving out the pommel section. I had to switch to this chisel because the other one wasn't doing the job for the horizontal line. That's one side down, one more to go. Now I'm using my handsaw just to remove this side of the pommel faster. I have both sides of the pommels cut, so now let's work on the blade area. I split the blade into 3 parts, and now I'm using my handsaw to isolate the middle section. Now I'm carving out the middle section to this line. With the middle section removed, I started hand sawing the rest of the material out. Now that I have the blade area cut out, let's work on the handguard. I started sawing on my guideline to separate the handle material from the handguard material. Now I'm chiseling out this material to shape the thickness of the handguard. I got the handguard cut, so now let's work on the handle. I started sawing stopping points on the top and bottom of the handle area. Now I'm carving out the bulk of the material in the handle. Now I'm shaping the overall thickness of the handle. Now that I have the thickness of the handle established, I can start shaping the handle. I got the handle at a good stopping point, so let's go back to shape the blade. First I started sawing some divider lines into the blade material. Now I'm chiseling out the middle divider part in the blade area. Now I'm hand sawing the extra material out using the pocket that I made with the chisel. Everything is going good so far, and I got the blade starting shape made. So let's go back to the pommel. I'm jigsawing the starting shape of the pommel. Now I'm refining the handle shape. The handle has a better shape now, so I want to go back to shaping the pommel. I like how I have the pommel, so let's work on the blade. I'm shaping the blade edge to this line on both sides. I think the blade looked good on all sides, so let's work on the rock now. I really didn't have a shape for this rock area, so I just gave it layers and texture and just carved whatever came to mind. The rock looked good now, and off camera I drew some designs on the piece. Now I'm engraving the design using a small chisel, and I'm using both sides of the chisel face to widen my lines. The piece is done for now. Only thing left is paint, but that's going to be done in another video. So let me show you the piece. For my first time making a piece like this, I'm super happy how it turned out. And I'm happy I didn't break it while I was making it. Thank you for joining me on this project, and if you enjoyed it, please leave me a like or comment down below what you liked about the piece. And if you want to see more projects, you gotta be subscribed. Laters.